They call it coming out of a book, and you've got to do it at some point in your life, haven't you? You've got to just fucking come out of a book, you know, surprise your neighbours. Whey, there's a fucking big book next door, yes. Andy Warhol said it, you've always got to come out of a book at some point, he said, and then he had a big hair. Or he said something like that. So we're here, yes, this is the video, very, very special video album. This is what it is. Of all the incredibly funny things in my brain, I suppose. Because people think I'm on drugs, and I'm not. I'm really quite, you know, just a bit coffee, you know, but really... When I take drugs, I start going, oh, it's like insurance. Have you ever thought of... You know, and pension's very sensible, you know. So don't take drugs, otherwise we go like that. Just go, bleh. Yeah. But thimbles is what I really want to talk about, because you don't really... Well, they don't get enough press these days, do they? I don't know if they ever did, but you very rarely see thimbles. Oh, says man. You know what I mean? Because my gran said, put a thimble on your finger, and it helps you in case you slip with the needle, and the needle goes up and into brain and death. Yeah? And before thimbles were invented, it was needle death, tragic, whole family. Family of sewers, tragic. If only thimbles were invented, says psychic man with big hat. And beard to match. Thimbles compulsory for children in minibuses. So, yes. The best thing with thimbles is put one on each finger, and then you can do impressions of horses. Linda, 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 Linda. Horses with one too many legs, I suppose. Because they do have a metallic sound, don't they, horseshoes? They have... Well, horses have got hooves. They've got this bit of semicircular metal nailed to each and every foot. And that's just a con for centuries. Blacksmiths saying, is that your horse? Better nail a bit of semicircular metal to each of his feet. Oh, no, thanks, got hooves. Thanks very much. Oh. No, better nail a bit of semicircular metal on. Have you ever had a blowout on a horse doing 70? Yeah. Steel radials, that's what you want, mate. Those anti-lock hooves? Oh, I'm not sure. It is. I mean, perhaps he was... It's a big con. I mean, they did it very successfully for centuries. Perhaps they were just trying to do all hooved animals. You got any more on your farm? You got cows. Bring them in. They got hooves. And pigs and sheep. I'll hoof a lot of them. I'll put shoes on. And your ducks and geese. Get the whole bloody farm in. And your next door neighbour. Whole farm for 50 quid. Ducks going around going clank, clank, quack. Swimming out in water. They don't do the breaststroke, do they, ducks? Any duck doing that is real kind of crap. Yes. And it's also lucky. Horseshoes are lucky. And horses have 4 bits of lucky nailed to their feet. They should be the luckiest animals in the world. They should win all their horse races, shouldn't they? Result at 3:30 today, every single horse was first equal. One horse dropped a shoe, came in 4th. And the duck was 9th. 5 ran. As they always say at the end, don't they? Just a bit of useless if 5 ran. Or the people at home going, but how many ran? Or is it the idea, 5 ran, 1 sauntered, really? One drove a small car. 1 windsurfed, 1 hang-glid. Yeah, you decline the verb to hang-glide, then. I hang-glide, you hang-glide, he, she hang-glides. We hang-glid. You hang-glided. They hang-glided. Anyway, that's all rubbish. Sometimes, though, you want to buy a thimble or a horseshoe or a bit of fluff or an elephant, and you go down your local supermarket. Don't laugh too much, please. Local supermarket, you know, the hypermarket, that big, fuck-off, huge, big as a village these days. And everyone's in there, trendy people, straight people, rich, poor, everyone in there pushing trolleys going, do we want yogurt? I don't know. And you can push things around, you can fill up with stuff, and you get bored of your shopping. Oh, forget that, I don't want it. You can just leave your trolley, can't you? Oh, I'm just... Pick another one up. Oh, I've got this one. But trolleys, they never run straight, do you? Have you ever flown on a trolley? Because they always go off to the right, wobbly wheel off to the right, hit someone in the stomach, and they drop all their shopping in, and then you've got their shopping. And if you hit an old lady, you've got hairnets and dog food. That's all they buy. Certain age, about 80, I think, and they go, oh, fuck everything out. Hairnets and dog food. That's all I need now. Because you're on bonus time from then on, aren't you, really? So you might as well just get weird shit. Hairnets and dog food. Hairnets, of course, are pointless. We've all known this, and we've marvelled at people pulling them on, because you take them off in the morning, you've got crisscross patterns on your hair. Saying, why, old lady, why the hairnet? They go, oh, the hair thieves. The hair thieves, they come in the night, steal your hair, they do, sell it into slavery in Azerbaijan. And dog food as well. There was a dog food a while back called a Mr. Dog. And it was a small can of dog food for small yapper-type dogs. And there was a big advertising campaign saying, buy Mr. Dog for small yapper-type dogs, and maybe they'll shut the fuck up. So that was fine. And then obviously there was a Strokey Beard meeting back at Mr. Dog headquarters. Well, we sold but 2 cans of Mr. Dog, which some people do say, but 2 cans of Mr. Dog. Let's change the name. So they changed the name from Mr. Dog to Caesar. Now that's a bit of an image shift in my book of references. Mr. Dog, small dog, yes, you can see the sort of linky there. Caesar, Roman leader 2,000 years ago. Small dog. Bit of a strangled route up to that one, isn't it? Left at the traffic lights to get there. I think that's a 3 in the morning decision, that one, though. Where's Caesar? Of course, Caesar. Caesar. What about it? Yeah, fucking Caesar. He was a Roman leader. Yeah, small dogs are Roman leaders, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, all right, Caesar. But we'll drop the A out, right? Because it was C-E-S-A-R for some reason. I doubt Caesar was going 2,000 years ago. I have defeated Pompey. I am the first emperor of Rome. I wear the laurel wreaths with the front bit bitten out. And in 2,000 years' time, I shall be remembered as a can of small dog food for small yapper-type dogs. And I shall be played by James Mason in the film. Yes, I shall. That's true. That's what he used to do, didn't he, James Mason? Here's Jimmy. No, he didn't. That's the line. But it would have freaked us out if he did. Ladies and gentlemen, James Mason. What are you doing, James? Sorry, forget all that bit. We'll cut that out. Oh, yes, and supermarkets, yes. And as soon as you go in, have you noticed they do psychological tricks on us? As soon as you go in, you hit fresh fruit and veg. Have you noticed that? Every second, you go in France, Germany, fresh fruit and veg. And it's psychological. You go in thinking, this is a fresh shop. Everything here is fresh. I will do well here. It is, think about it. You never go into the toilet paper section with the loo brushes and the squeeze. Because then you go, this is a poo shop. Everything here is made of poo. I'm not shopping here, I'm going to Azerbaijan. I knew I didn't need to mime it any further, you got the drift. Yeah, so, and all these, fruit is good for us, it's got vitamin A. Vitamin A, of course, which is good for, vitamin B, which we all know, is very good for, Vitamin C is good for scurvy, isn't it? Yes. And there's a lot of scurvy around these days. People find out can't come into work, got scurvy, yes. Yeah, well, I live on a houseboat, and, yeah, frothing at the mouth. Yeah, the old Captain Cook problem there. There's vitamin D, which again is good for asbestos. Vitamin E, which is good for skin. And then that's it. No more vitamins. The whole vitamin naming committee, they're going, ladies and gentlemen, vitamin F, suggestions. Oh, fuck it. I'm off down a boozer. Azerbaijan. And all these people made food, like Granny Smith. Granny Smith made apples. Who was this woman, Granny Smith? Going, oh, my name is Mrs. Smith. I've made apples out of bread and dripping, a bit of green paint, and corrugated iron. I'm going, no, these are horrible, these apples. Mrs. Smith, go away, Mrs. Smith, go away until your daughter has a baby. Oh. Shag, daughter, shag. It's a marketing idea, shag for babies. Hey, my daughter's had a baby, I'm Granny Smith now. Come in, Granny Smith. You wonderful idea, you. Come in with your shiny apples. Or a friend with me, I brought Mr. Delicious. He's brought apples. He's gold delicious. Come in, golden. Bought King Edward, abdicated the throne, took up potato making. There we go. Mrs. Simpson, jewellery, and there's Hitler as well. They used to hang out together, and Jeff Broccoli, the Broccoli family. There's only about 3. Apples are great. Apples are user-friendly. You just big, hardy. You grab them and you go, arr, 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 arr. And then you start to eat them. And always do the dog impression first. And when you get close to the pips in the middle, you go, ugh, and you throw it away in case you swallow a pip and a tree comes out your head. Yeah? We know this to be true. And oranges, there's a big war. I don't know about you know, there's a sort of internal war going on between the big old-fashioned oranges, big fuck-off, kind of Stalinist, big fuck, kind of oranges, and the new baby Satsuma, Manola, Kumquat, Benundadurda, Chuncha, MG, Satsuma, kind of, way. Big fight going on there, because to eat a satsuma, it's a piece of piss. You just go flump, and then flump, and flump. And you break off these one by one, don't you? And you've got so much, you go, oh, and if there's people in the room, you go, go on. It's like a very cheap round, isn't it? Go on. Satsuma. And if you're that other person in the room, you go, no, oh, all right, yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. So satsumas are great. Eat them, piece of piss. But you can't do it with an orange. You go, do you want a bit of orange? If you go, I just can't fucking get in. Because it's inside an orange, it's like the film Das Boot in there. With Jürgen Prochnow going, don't let them get into the orange. Most important. Or the juice will get out and will not be good. So breaking in with finger depth charges. Let the peel come off only in small chunks. Jesus Christ. So breaking in. Push all the pips into bits they wouldn't expect. That'll be... Because it is. Never chat someone up eating an orange. You're very nice. Never chat someone up who speaks like that, anyway. So oranges can fuck off, that's what I say. And pears can fuck off too, because they're gorgeous little beasts, but they're ripe for half an hour, and you're never there. They're like a rock or they're mush. In a supermarket, people hammering in nails. Just put these shelves up, mate, then you can have the pear. Really, because you do that squeezy thing on fruit, where you go in and go, oh, squeezy, oh. It's a test squeezy thing that you've seen French chefs do on television. Oh, squeezy. Oh. But I have no frame of reference, so I'm going, oh. Is that good? I'm squeezing about this much. Is that good squeezing? That's an expert thing, isn't it? You know, that you see them go, oh, you know, this one. They don't even look at it. They just, you go, oh, shit. No, it's got a hole in it. I'm not ready. I'll just put it on the end of a broom. Yeah, it's the manager. Yeah, so fuck pears, but pears are really, just, like a rock. So you think, I'll take them home and they'll ripen up. But you put them in a bowl at home and they sit there going, no, don't ripen yet, don't ripen yet. Wait till he goes out of the room. Ripen now. And you come back in, you go, I'll just have one of the... Hey, these pears are dead. These are dead pears, man. Hey, what happened, guys? They're all going... And then there's banana skins as well. There's bananas in their skins. There's all this sort of slipping on a banana skin hilarity that's been happening for many years. Now, I don't know about you, but I have never actually, in my life, ever seen anyone actually slip on a banana skin in reality. I've never seen documentary footage of anyone slipping on a banana skin. I've heard of stories. Oh, yes. People have told me stories. The Nazis did propaganda. So all this fruit's there, and we've got South African fruit we could have now, which without going, oh, the guilt. And star fruit, which are from Mars. So it's great. So you get all this fruit, and you get a selection, you take it home, you arrange it in a bowl, and then you watch it rot. You never eat it, really. Occasionally you go up to it and go, I don't think I will. Ooh, Mars bar, there we go. Oh, I'm full up now. And they all rot from the bottom up. They go, ugh. Except the oranges that sit at the back going, no. And you chuck all the rest of the way, the oranges sit at the back. For months it sits there. In a kind of Stalinist kind of way. So, yeah, and there's also labels in supermarkets. You've got labels on the foodstuffs now, so you can tell. It says 4 grams of protein. You go, ah. Is that good? Is that far too little protein? Is it you're going to die of protein shortage, or are you going to overdose on it? 0.02 milligram of sodium. Now, sodium explodes in water. And do I need 0.02 milligram of that? Got calcium. Can you overdose on calcium? Can you go... Well, I think there's too much calcium in your diet. Yes, right there. Are you eating a lot of chalk salad? So you make your choices of stuff in the supermarket, and you go down to where the queues are. And there's 30, 40, maybe 1 million queues there. And you know that you always choose one of those aisles and you walk down the aisle. It's quite enclosed in the aisle, isn't it? There's all the stuff there. And suddenly, woof, it's out and there's all the queues. And you know you've got 30 seconds to choose your queue. And you're going... We're all very good at queue strategy now. Have you noticed? No one taught us this. We just go, we're going, okay, 4 looks pretty good. 4, 7, no, quite a few people, all hand baskets, they're good. It'll move fast. 17's just opened up. You take the French bread, you go on 17, I'm on 4. Keep in touch. Whoever gets there first, we'll join up and then we'll get out, okay? 4, let's drop out on 7, I'm on 7. Shit, they're paying with luncheon vouchers, I'm back on 4. I've lost 4, you bastard! I left my aura there. Always a good one. Unless you get a ticket for parking. Your aura's parked there, isn't it? You're fine usually in the queue until you see someone about 3 minutes behind you pull up in a queue, and then there's a bit of a delay, and they're almost paying. They're almost out, and you're going, come on! Come on, there's a war on, you know? And the new queue, that's what everyone's looking for, the new queue. That is the end of the rainbow. That's where all the gold in the world is stacked, the new queue. And that's what, because you could be 5th, 6th in a sort of 15-minute queue, and new queue, you're in there. And the fastest, the most agile, the keen minds are there. And you're looking in advance for potential new queues, people around the till putting money in. And as soon as you see it going on around the till... But not too obvious, otherwise everyone else in the queue sees them. So you just keep one eye on it and try and... Oh, look over there, there's a badger with a gun. Can you see? Sure, he's going to kill everyone. But then you're not sure. Are they opening? Are they just mending the till? And you have to You don't want to come out... Oh, you're not? Oh, I was there! You take all your clothes off and put them on a string, and then... Oh, you're not? Okay. Depends what you're wearing, of course. I like that applause. You sort of went, yeah, oh, that wasn't very good, was it? But they have the beeper machines these days. There's a little, there's a barcode on all the stuff, and there's a little sort of star-shaped thing that they just show to beep, 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 beep. Like the machine's going, yes, all right. Beep, yes, that's fine. And it must get boring. Beep, beep, beep. All day beep. The only excitement beep that ever happens beep is when it goes. Fucking make the noise. It's something. And she's going, no, I'm bored. Oh, go on, make the noise. No, I don't want to. I'll read it out to you. Thick one, thin one, thick one, thin one. Thick, thick, thin. Are you getting this? Thin. Oh, fuck it. I'll just tap out the handy 50-digit number. I'll be with you in a second. So much more efficient these days. And you realise 2 seeing enemies have taken over your hands. Sometimes. Late night shopping in your local petrol station. That's a form of 21st century shopping that I don't think anyone could have thought that was going to happen. And you're there at 3 a.m., especially in inner cities. This is 3 a.m. at your petrol station, and there's a guy behind bulletproof glass, and he's slumped over a desk, dead. Or asleep, you're not sure. You don't care. Even if he is dead, you're going, wake up. I want groceries. And he wakes up. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, I just want some. I don't have a car. I don't have a car. I do not have a car. There's a big communication problem, isn't there? They build this bulletproof glass and it's soundproof. You have to talk through the thing. I don't want it. See, the brown bread. I'd like some brown bread. And they're going, yeah, brown bread. That's brown bread. Brown bread. No, that's diesel oil. Brown bread. Brown bread. 2 words, brown bread. First word sounds like brown. Brown bread. 3 a.m. in the morning, and you're getting this and there's a queue forming behind you. No, it's brown bread. Brown bread, man, yeah. A queue of murderers. With different weapons, you know. Someone on a camel about here. People from Star Trek down here. And you got the phone, yeah, the brown bread! Get the brown bread, man! Just get it quickly. You're trying to give real fuck-off vibes back here so that no one hassles. Yeah, bread for my bread gun! Bit of bread? What? Shredded wheat, that's fine, I'll eat shredded breakfast. I'll put marmalade on it, that's fine. And a packet of Rizzlers, thanks. Why do I want them? I'm a stamp collector. I've run out of stamps, so I thought I'd get those flippy plain ones, you know, that you can draw your own stamp in on. Just fucking give me them, will you? And then they do the dance of the tray. Thank you. Can I have a bag? And they put this very thin bag in, the thinnest bag in the world. So thin, you're surprised you can get everything into it. And then you go off, and the whole queue follows you, going, follow him. He speaks in sentences. No, you must hassle him now. He has the groceries. Oh, groceries, yeah. Hello, we're murderers. Twix, please. And they're behind bulletproof glass there because, you know, people, it's late at night, people hassle them, or if they go in the shop, they try and nick stuff. And I must admit, I got caught nicking stuff when I was 15, and it was nicking makeup back in rock and roll Bexhill-on-Sea. And it was, I could have bought it, I could have saved up and bought it, but I thought, you know, if I bought it, someone might say, hey, you're a boy buying makeup, you must be a transvestite. And then I'd have to go, oh, Sherlock Holmes. How did you get to the bottom of that one, you big deer stalker, weird fucking hat person? 4 dog ears. Why is it called a deer stalker? You know, you don't... Anyone stalking a deer in that, the deer would go... Guy over there with 4 dog ears with 2 strings hanging off. I'm a deer stalker. That's a deer stalker. Don't know why. It's just a stupid hat, I think. Anyway, so I didn't buy the makeup. I nicked it, and I had a loaf of brown bread, so I put it under this brown bread, and I ran out of the shop and down Bexhill High Street, and it caught me. But I was 15, they let me off with a warning, and the warning was, this lipstick's not going to work with this eyeshadow. No, wait a second. You know, that's light blue, that's a death colour, and you want a better foundation than this. That's very cheap foundation. I was going, oh. He says, that's a warning, right? Oh, thank you, Chief Constable. Also, I got done for jumping a 20p tube fare. This is my whole crime sheet, right? It's quite an interesting read. 20p. This is not Don Corleone, this is Don Crap. I jumped a 20p underground tube fare, and I was waving a pass at the time. You know, it was drawn on a Rizzler or something. It was Bishop of Durham pass. I was going, oh, I'm Bishop of Durham. Bless you, my son. Bless you, my son. And the guy said, you're not Bishop of Durham. He wears a bigger hat than that. So he got me, and he said, I've got him, I got the 20p kid. You've caused us £1.60 worth of trouble you have in your time. I've got him, I'll be promoted in the underground system, I'll get my own darkness. Then an off-duty policeman came, and he had a pot plant and a camera on his way home for a good night's photographing pot plants, I suppose. This is bizarre, but true. This is what he had. And so he said, oh, I've got him too. I'll get promoted, King of Metropolitan Police. And so I thought, I'm going down for 20p. I thought, listen, won't look good. I'll run for it. I'll run for it like Mel Gibson in the film Gallipoli and other people in running films. So I ran, and I ran, and I ran, and I ran, and after 5 inches, they caught me. They'd called for backup by now. 20 policemen coming down, thousands of pounds worth of police work. We got the 20p kid. The 20p's are safe from now on. And 3 policemen pulled me for 5 minutes. I don't know if you've ever had this. They grabbed one leg each. I don't know if they were working... They obviously weren't working together. And they thought I was struggling like crazy. I'd given up at this point. But one over here was going, don't struggle there, don't struggle. People over here going, hey, don't you fucking struggle. So it was a continuous machine of them pulling against each other. I had one hand free for going, hi, how are you? I'll talk about this in many years. And then they put me in Bow Street overnight, and then I got done for... That became assaulting a police officer. Surely it was stretching a pedestrian. It was. I got done for assault, and I was running away. Surely assault is motion towards, I feel. It takes an accusative. Very rare in wartime, they go, assault that hillock over there. All right, all right. Can we do a bit of stretcher here? I should have been done for deserting a police officer. There is a shop in South London, which was a very... It's still there, apparently. It's in Tooting Bec High Street, and it sells 2 very disparate items. One, on one side of the shop, they put them on different sides, it's great. One side is guns and knives and harpoons and fucking really mean fucking weapons. On the other side, there's banjos and violins and bassoons. And you know about it, don't you? Yeah. It's fucking there. And what's the guy doing? Oh, we're way down on weaponry, but up on banjos this week. That's good. Get more music. People are getting lighter these days. In tough times, we're shifting the Uzzies like crazy at the moment. Way down on bassoons. What is this mad guy going? Oh, someone browsing around. An Uzi machine gun, slice a man in 2, 200 rounds a minute, or a banjo, bang, bang, bang. A ukulele, like George Formby, bang, bang, bang. Do you remember that famous fight, George Formby against Muhammad Ali? That was brilliant. Dyslexic promoter put it on, and it was brilliant. And Says, I've got to kill him, I've got to kill him. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, turn out nice. Hey, oh, he's a big bugger. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, who booked me for this gig? Fucking hell. But ding, ding. The trainer comes over. You're doing well, you're doing well. He's fucking hitting me. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, well, turn out nice. Bang, 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 bang. My ukulele's smashed. I'm going to that gun shop. Guns and Banjos. An interesting band. Now, good intro. You went, oh, just been a very wide reaction on that laugh-ish thing. We'll cut this. No, they're going to leave it in. You know, if you notice that, when people say, oh, we'll cut this, and it's always left in there. Anyway. Oh, I've forgotten the rest of the show. How's it going? Emergency joke. Two men went into a pub, and they totally redecorated it. It was brilliant. It's an old joke. Oh yeah, who's it going to? I played the clarinet, right? At school. I wanted to play the piano, but for some reason I got a clarinet. I don't know quite how that worked. And if you've ever heard, 5 people can play the clarinet in the world, and they make quite a beautiful wooden. It's just a wooden noise. It floats. That's not the noise, is it? It's like a clarinet. But if you, I played it like a foghorn being dragged through a place where foghorns shouldn't be dragged. It was just, it was bad noise. And if you're an adult and you're playing a musical instrument, you're probably making quite a decent sound because you want to play it. Your heart's in it. You've got to have feeling. You've got to go. You can't paint a picture that if you don't want to. Oh, it's the Eiffel Tower. You know, it's just a splurge. It's the Eiffel Tower. You've got to be in there. Now, if you're a kid playing a musical instrument, there's probably a certain element of parental pressure that's gone in there. Yes, little Johnny, you shall play the violin, because I never had the chance when I was a child. Well, you got the chance now. Why don't you learn it now? No, I don't think I will. I have to watch telly and drive cars now. It's the pressure of being an adult. Oh, I don't want to learn. I want to go out and smash things with hammers. Yes, I know, but if you were musical, oh, the world would be wonderful, and I will hear the wonderful noise, and... No, fucking hell. So the kid goes, all right, I'll learn a violin, but you won't like it. I'll make a bad noise. Practicing. Yeah, the violin like this, the cello slightly bigger with the spike at the bottom that kills you, and the double bass you have to rest on a friend play. I played the clarinet. And if you play a musical instrument, if you're a kid and playing a musical instrument, you want to play sexy tunes, don't you? I want to play sexy tunes. I want to play tunes so the other kids at school come up and say, hey, he's playing sexy tunes. People who I fancy say, we must dance provocatively in front of him. Like they do in films we don't believe. Playing the clarinet, then they're going dun 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 dun. We will shag him as soon as we know how. That was where you wanted to go, wasn't it? You wanted everyone to go, oh, wow, what a hip fucking dancey tune. But all the music lessons just make you learn dirge. I mean, I was learning from this book called A Tune a Day book. And these tunes, what's this tune? Snug as a bug in a rug. So, is this a sexy tune, Mrs. Bad Crumble? I just don't think, Mrs. Bad Crumble, that this is really going to be a sexy tune. No, it's a terribly sexy tune on the clarinet. I made love to this tune with my husband in the 1418 war, I'll have you know. You did, it was very sexy. All right, I'll have a go, here we go. Na 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 na. At what point did you orgasm during this song? Mrs. Bad Crumble. All through it, it was multiple. They hadn't been invented in the 1418 war, but I got there. On a hang glider. You're fucking nuts. The clarinet's got a wooden reed at the back. You have to push it, you have to make a... it's not an embouchure, which is something else. It's a kind of vegetable. But, that flute players have to deal with. But, and if you make a mistake, you squeak. After a while, I was practicing, and my dad was going, "Stop practicing! You sound crap! I have bought a hammer. You may borrow it if you wish." Oh, it was a dreadful fucking noise. And the clarinet's bad enough. The oboe has got two bits of wooden reed pushed together. You have to... designed not to let any sound in. It's like trying to blow into a weasel. The tuba. Who chooses to play a tuba? Surely a tuba's a punishment thing. Surely it's community service. You'll be sentenced to 3 years on the tuba. Oh, Gov. Who wants to make... It's got a huge horn, you can get a child in there. And the fucking... the trumpet's okay, but it makes your cheeks go out to hamster size. There's a thing called a triangle that... It's just a triangle, it just goes ting. Forget it, just with your mouth go ting. It's those percussions. Boom, 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 ting, boom. Where's your fucking triangle? Oh, grow up. They do that. People play these big kettle drums. Like, don't want to get too loud. True story. So there's all these instruments, and I played third clarinet, right, in this school band. Now, first clarinets play the melody, that's okay, you know where you're going. Second clarinets play harmonies that back up the melody and sort of link, okay. Third clarinets play the notes that are left over. We were just going no 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 no. It's boring. The only exciting way of doing it was really blow it loud. No, 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 no. The teacher's going, piano, piano. You go, it's not fucking piano. It's a clarinet. You weird talking person. And everyone's, yeah, no, 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 woo, strange fucking noise. The teacher's going, oh, this is god-awful band, this. I know, I'll get their parents to listen to this. And then maybe they'll kill them. And a big sign went up, school band will play tunes. And no one from the local town came. No hip people say, hey, we're going down to school, they're going to play a gig, we're going to stage dive on the bassoon player. Just parents came and sat there going, oh, they're going to kill us. We're crap. Teacher gets up, school band will now murder O Come All Ye Faithful. The song has been arranged with no real care. Helmets will be worn during this production. Go! No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no. Weasel, weasel, weasel. Hamster, boom, parents go, oh my God, we have spawned the devil. Let's go and find hammers for them. And poetry. Poetry is very similar to music, only less notes and more words. There was a Scottish poet called Rabbie Burns. Rabbie Burns to Scottish people, Robbie Burns to English people, and Rabbi Burns to Jewish people. We'd turn up at his door and say, what is the Hebrew translation? I don't know, I'm a poet. I don't know this. Go away. Are you trick or treat? Hebrew translation. Oh. And he wrote poetry, he wrote a big fucking book of poetry. But one of his most famous lines is the line which you've probably all heard, the best laid plans of mice and men aft gang agley. Meaning the best laid plans of mice and men often go wrong. And because it's poetry, people go, oh, I know what you mean there, Robbie, yes, fucking plans, ganging agley, fucking truckload. And being a poet, he must have observed humanity. He must have said, I see men make plans. These plans go wrong. Go wrong once, twice. Often the number of plans. I've seen go wrong. Possible idea for a poem, aye. And then he must have turned his attention to the other animal mentioned in that line of poetry? If you think back to it, the best laid plans of mice and men. Exactly which mice plans was he really honing in here on? The best laid ones go away, some of the worst laid ones are okay, or some of them get through. He was fucking off his trolley. I see mice, they also make plans, unbeknownst to most people. They plan to get cheese. They run, they scamper. Oh, one's fallen over, no cheese today. Oh, plan 2, they've got 3 of them now. One's got a stick, he's going to put the stick into the mouse trap. No, he's broken the stick. What, Jesse. Plan 3, oh, they've got a flip chart now. Very serious. There's a load of mice around, there's 5 mice here, and they're all having a discussion. Oh, good plan, this probably. Their best laid plan, I believe. I can just hear what they're saying. One mouse is going, "You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off." Told you about that. What are you doing coming in here making such a fracas? Now, tell me the plan. Right, well, we drive the minis into the square. No, Piazza. Oh, it's Piazza, Charlie. And we load the cheese in the back of the minis, and we drive out of Turin during a football match. That's right. Wallop, wallop, wallop. Into the big coach driven by William, rounding in the Alps, and we're free. And you're sitting in the back, and you're not having a migraine, and you're going to shut your face. All right, Charlie. Meanwhile, back in London, the chief mouse is talking to the prison governor. Somebody has broken into my toilet. But I'm terribly sorry. Get on to Camp Freddy. I want Charlie Croker giving a good going over. So if you haven't seen The Italian Job, this is all meaningless, by the way. But then, if you haven't seen it, you probably haven't lived. Yes, yes. And sayings as well. Sayings are very interesting because they're based on truth. Then they got a bit of old wives' tale on top, then a bit of How's Your Father, a bit of Uncle Banana, and then just ice cream on top, and it's just rubbish. I mean, like, he doesn't suffer fools gladly. We go, oh, no. Who does suffer fools gladly? Who can you go up to and go, "Hello, I've got a pig in my trousers. Woo, woo, woo. Come in. Come in, you fool. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. That pig sounds like a dog. Woo, woo, woo. No, it's a pig. I just can't be bothered to do the impression. Woo, woo, woo. Can my friend come in? He's got jam for brains. Yes. Come in, you fool. Woo, woo, woo. The other saying was, what was the other saying? Oh, yeah, go and teach your grandmother to suck eggs. What on earth was that one about? You get a load of, free-range eggs. Hi, Gran, I got to teach you to suck eggs. I'm not going to suck eggs, I'm not. You piss off, you young children. There's a mouse here making a plan, you see. Planning to scale the Eiffel Tower on a bat. Why are you Scottish, Gran? I don't know. I've been taken over by Mrs. Bad Crumble. Oh, my hairnet. Oh, it's coming off. The hair thieves are upon us. Now, we do have haircuts, don't we? Humans have haircuts, and sheep have haircuts, and poodles. They're the only 3 animals in the entire world and the universe, as we know, to have haircuts. It's just true. You don't get ants going, dum, 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 dum. Don't get lions going, I'll go and I'll get that antelope. Arr, oh, Jesus Christ. I'll put it in bunches, right? Arr. Antelope going, there's a huge girl with big teeth coming after us. Run, run. The last one's butterfly. Which is a pointless swimming stroke, isn't it? Remember when you had to stand back in the swimming baths and some big fucking kid came through doing butterfly? You just want to hit him with a float, don't you? Fuck off with your butterfly. Fucking show off. We can't even do doggy paddle you. Splush. Anyway. We do get haircuts, and sheep get haircuts. Some sheep must be going into that shearing shed going, "Hi, can I get a coffee?" Hi. La, 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 la. Yeah, a little bit off the top, loose down the back, a sort of wedge shape. That's quite in at the moment. That'd be great. Thank you. Thank you. La la la. Flump. Da, da, da. Well, it's not quite what I was after. Do you have a hairnet? I've done a bit of Latin in my time, but I can control it, you know. Never let it get out of hand. I just, you know, I have a dealer, and he sells me Latin transcripts, and, you know, okay, late at night, you just feel like translating Latin for a bit. Upstairs, smoking in the coach room, speaking. I don't know what I'm talking about now. No, I did Latin. I learned a moa marsumat, a mama samatis amant, and it comes in handy. Sometimes you're queuing at a petrol station at 3 a.m. in the morning and there's a lot of murderers behind you and you turn around and go, a moa marsumat, a mama samatis amant. And they go, fuck, he knows Latin. He knows a dead language. Run, head for the hills. Head for Azerbaijan. Run round the forecourt. Yeah, remember I did it as an option. Yeah. And the teachers with options say, oh, yes, learn Latin. It gives you a whole underlying knowledge of all the European languages. I go, well, why didn't I just learn the European languages then? That's a good point, yes. You know, it's very rare you're at Frankfurt Airport and someone's going, ja, mein Herr, was ist los? And you're going, sprechen Sie Latin? Pugnato sum und cum quod un Romanes habet gallum pugnato fish. Ja, aber was ist los? I don't know. I don't know what is los. Do tell me. So I didn't think it was very useful to learn, really. And they had language labs. Language labs came in when I was at school, and that was great. They'd get that little cubicle, have a tape going around, headphones on, the tape would go, oh, la plume de maton. Monsieur, où est la plume de maton? You go, la plume de maton, te près de la chaise de maton. As well you know. The tape would go, oui, la plume de maton est près de la chaise de ma tante. You'd go, how does this tape know what I'm talking about? And the tape would continue, où est la plume de mon oncle? And you go, la plume de mon oncle est bingy bongy boogie bongy. And the tape would go, no. Pas de tout. Je ne reconnais pas bingy bongy boogie bongy. Qu'est-ce que vous dites? Vous êtes un putain. Je ne suis pas un putain. Je n'avais pas le sexe pour l'argent. Qu'est-ce que vous dites, vous cassette? Ça veut dire, oh, pardon. Je suis désolé, vous avez raison. Je suis seulement un pauvre cassette. Je n'avais pas les pantalons. Oh, it's an old song. Yeah. So I did an exchange trip with France, yeah. The head teacher at my school said, do you want one of ours? He's already loaded into the tuba. And I went to a place called Chalon-sur-Marne. It's on the River Marne, otherwise it'd be Chalon-sur... No. And it's in the Champagne region of France, which is the northeast. And champagne is grown there all the time. They have loads of champagne, and they celebrate all the time. You've crossed the road, champagne! You have walked out of a shop, champagne! You can lean over a bit like this, champagne! Big occasions, you had a baby. There's a bit of... So it's a bit of a functional French town, you know. Every country's got them. It's a bit sort of emotionally linked with Felixstowe. I mean, we were shown around places of interest in Chalon-sur-Marne. We were shown around the glue factory. You know? When you're a kid, you go, oh oui, oui, l'usine de glue, c'est très bien. What's l'usine de glue? Voici la porte de l'usine de glue. Yeah. Merde. So we went around, they showed us glue. At one point, they took a lid, there was this glue going around. I go, oh oui, c'est très bien. And we ended up in a boardroom, and the bloke with a flip chart saying, voici l'usine de glue. C'est le flip chart. Et qu'est-ce que c'est? Le fromage, les souris. Le job italien. Qu'est-ce que c'est le job italien? Qui est Charlie Croker? Camp Freddy. Mr. Bridger. Sorry, I just got the whole list there. The cast list. So he said, oui. C'est using the glue. Ici, c'est... the glue making process. OK, ici un cheval, pas de glue. Un cheval, pas de glue. Pas de cheval, beaucoup de glue. Oh, c'est merde pour le cheval. Oui, c'est merde. And it was an exchange trip, so we had to be re-exchanged, you know, and this all took place on a cross-channel ferry, as, you know, like it does. And all my teachers went down, we all went down onto the car deck, and my teacher switched on the lights of their Rover, and the Chalon teachers switched on the lights of their Citroen. All my teachers got out with cricket bats and tennis rackets. And all the Chalon teachers got out with French sporting equipment. A set of bulls. And my head teacher was going, send the English kid over. So I was pushed off with a load of French bread. C'est un cadeau, un cadeau. Oh, merci, merci. So I went over. And the French kid was coming back with a load of Brillo pads. Oui. C'est un cadeau de les Anglais. C'est le shredded wheat. Ils sont très generous. N'est-ce pas? Oui. Oui, on peut le manger, oui. Un peu de lait, et un peu de sucre. Et on mange. Et après, pas dedans. If you don't understand French, by the way, all this is very funny. I should say. But we're Europeans, we can swing with it. I did German tapes as well. Big drop off on the... Understand? Tapes were going on saying, wo ist das Kind? Mein Herr, wo ist das Kind? And I'd go, das Kind ist in dem Flughafen. As well you know. And I'd go, ja, das Kind ist in dem Flughafen. Aber warum? I'm not really sure. Perhaps he likes aeroplanes. And then we did Latin tapes as well. We did bloody Latin tapes, and it was just lies. It was pure lies, because no one knew what the bloody accent was. They were trying to get you to learn a Latin accent, and they had no idea. Because everyone was dead. It's a dead language. The Romans, for all they knew, could have said, hello, we're the Romans. Hello, we're the Romans. Hello. We are the Romans. Hello, I'm the Romans. You know, Romans, we want to come in your country and take all your things. They had no idea, so they lied and they made up this Roman accent, which they kept kind of floaty. It was Puella Stinkena. And that was too floaty for me, because this is a very aggressive nation, very kind of... I mean, they went into democracy and diplomacy, because they were Greek words, and they'd already invaded them. They went around invading countries with the organized men with the stabby swords. Stab, 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 stab. And I just don't think they went into Gaul going, hello. Are you the people of Gaul? Wonderful. Well, we are the Romans. Yes, we are. And, you must be Chief Vercingetorix, is that right? No, I recognize you from the Asterix books. Yeah. Well, we are the Romans. I am legionary. This is our leader, Mr. Dog. Mr. Dog, they're saying, yes, I am. A word with you, legionary, if I may. Thinking of changing the name, I am, at the moment. Changing from Mr. Dog to Caesar. I think I could had a word with the marketing department. The marketing department of Rome, and there's Mr. Caesar, you know. Oh, I'm getting off this seesaw, it's boring. Bring me my horse, thank you very much. There we go, that's much better. Have we got steel radials on the back of these? Yeah. Roman history, though, was fascinating because 2,000 years ago, I mean, they murdered and killed a lot of people, but 2,000 years ago, forgive and forget, eh? Let bygones be bygones. Whatever a bygone is. People say, oh, that's another saying, isn't it? Let bygones be bygones. What's a bygone? Well, it's a gone thing that's... Oh, it's a thing that's gone by, isn't it, I suppose? Right. That makes sense. So some sayings are true. So what you do is you hit someone and say, what the fuck you do that for? Oh, it's a bygone. It's already done. It's been done. No point crying over bygones. Look, the bygones are coming. Dun, dun. The fucking invasion of the bygones. That's quite good, the invasion of the bygones. They'd all be going, look, there's no bother, really. That's a very British invasion. I'm terribly sorry, we've got to stay. We used to be imperialist bastards, but now we're just coming quite politely. Hello. Yes, back in Roman times, when people died, they had professional mourners come in, which is a totally weird idea. They say, oh, my husband is dead, Mr. Claudius is dead. Oh, God. Oh, which God? I don't... Oh, Jove. By Jove, he's dead. Tragedy. Not the other God that you're thinking about, but yes. Shall I take this again? Oh, my husband is dead. Oh, fuck it. Forget the whole thing. No. Recut. No, my husband is dead, Mr. Claudius is dead, and there's not enough grief. There's not enough grief in this house to warrant his death. I wish to beef up the grief. Slave, get a message off down to Mourners R Us, will you? Tell them I wish to beef up the grief. Yes, let bygones be bygones. And here's 10 denarii for your trouble, and give it straight back, you're a slave. What do you think you're doing? And I've become a very smooth guy. Good afternoon, I'm Mr. Marcellus. I am from Mourners R Us. Oh. It's just a free sample there. Now... It's very impressive. Yes, I thought you'd do... we can do both hands. I'm dexterous. Oh, Mr. Claudius is dead. What a tragedy. A great man. Was he a great man? I hope he was. Great big man, anyway. Well, we have several funerals on offer this week. We have a special on for the cheap, what we call the oh bum, he's dead funeral. It's our bargain, 25 denarii, and that's just Mr. Claudius out front and just myself, about 10 meters behind, just a little bit pissed off. Bum. That's the old bum funeral. Not much bother. Shove him in the ground, no problem. For full 50 denarii, we get myself and Flavius here, either side of the funeral cortege, slightly more G'd up, slightly more, oh, what a tragedy, what a tragedy. He was a great man. If we could have a CV at this point, we'll show, oh, he made jam, played the ukulele, all these things. George Formby quartet. And we'll poke people with sticks to make them cry more. Go on, cry, you bastards. That's our 50 denarii. And for full 100 denarii, you get all four of us carrying the deceased along, and then we'll gently lower him into the ground on straps, and then we'll twang him into a tree. That end bit isn't really authentic, is it? But I just used to tail off that whole piece, and so I started twanging them into trees, and it gets a big laugh, and then I carry on. That's comedy for you. But we are kind of, you know, lugubrious about, I mean, you know, funerals and people dying, and we always mourn the death rather than celebrating the life. It's a different attitude. And I think, twang them into trees, that's what I say. Wouldn't you rather die and be twung into a tree? The jury's out on that, you know. Just think about it, you know. Give a lot of fun to people. Go on. Oh, we didn't. Bring him back, go on. Dual funerals. Funerals on bonfire nights. It's an option. We can go that way if we want. So, yes, also back in Roman times, Pliny the Younger wrote letters. He was a letter writer. Which is a great bloody profession, isn't it? Oh, I've got to write some letters today. Oh, up at 7. You can just write postcards. Hello, bye. People do write really crap postcards. I know. I'm here. You're not. Bye. Or you start getting interesting just at the bottom of the postcard and you start writing all along. Anyway, I don't know whether Pliny did postcards, but he wrote from Vesuvius. He was at Mount Vesuvius when erupted on the west coast of Italy back in AD... which is a vitamin. It was AD 79, right? So that's the kind of time period. And he was there, and he's saying, "Dear Father, I am here at Vesuvius. It is erupting as I speak." Fucking hell! Get me out of here! The tops come off the mountain! There's stuff everywhere. Send ships, send big ships. Send fucking ducks, anything with... Get on to Mr. Dog, tell him to send people. Apart from that, everything is gorgeous. Got a great time. Even though we all have. Because we're in Italy. Love and kisses, Pliny the Younger. P.S. Nothing. Yeah. And St. Paul, he wrote letters, didn't he? St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. Always writing to the Corinthians. St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, chapter 1, verses 1 to 53. Dear Corinthians, as you can tell from my preamble, it's going to be quite a long letter. Here we go. Don't do bad things, only do good things. Always treat your neighbour like someone who lives near to you. Never put a sock in a toaster. Never put jam on a magnet. Never throw your granny in a bag. Never suck all the juice out of a vampire. Never lean over on a Tuesday. Lots of other things, but I've got to go and have a Mars bar now. Love, Paul, brackets, Saint. Is that how he wrote his name? Paul, brackets, Saint. BA honours. Yeah, so he wrote this, so right, there's the end of the letter. The Corinthians, Corinth. They must have been a bit fucked off over in Corinth, don't you think? The postman go around, come on, one of you Corinthians, got to take this letter. Oh, fuck off. That's off from old Mona St. Paul, isn't it? Nah. I don't want it. You've got to take it. Come on, it's got to get a signature for it. Oh, fuck off. It says the Corinthians, plural. Ask someone else. Give it here. What does it say? Don't do this, don't do that. Never put a sock in a toaster. Jam on a magnet. Ooh, he's lost his brain, hasn't he? Whose idea was it to be a pen pal with St. Paul, anyway? That fucking backfired, didn't it? He's supposed to stop doing it about 15. He's been going for years. Come on, Corinthians, come on, general meeting. Right, we're going to write a letter back to him. Stop all this rubbish. The Corinthians letter back to St. Paul. Chapter 1, verses 1 to 1,000,000. More letters to follow. Tuesday the 28th. Of something. Dear Paul, bracket Saint, apparently. Fuck off! Who are are you? Why do you keep sending us letters? You arrogant bastard, to send a letter to an entire city. What do you want us to do? Put us up on a board or something? Just fuck off. You're coming on like Alistair Cook, for fuck's sake. I've never put a sock in a toaster. What's all that about? You daft git. Love and kisses, the Corinthians. Kiss, kiss. Steve the Corinthian, Fred the Corinthian, George the Corinthian. There we go, St. Paul. Outside Corinth. And the Carthaginians as well. Oh, they gave the Romans hell, because they attacked Rome. The Carthaginians attacked Rome over the Alps on elephants. And the Romans were never expecting that. Romans were there going, what? The Carthaginians attacking? God, I knew they'd do that. What? They're attacking over the Alps? Damn, I knew they'd do that. What? They're coming on elephants. Where'd they get the elephants? There aren't any elephants in Europe. This I've got to see. Are you sure? Are you sure it's just not a typo mistake? The Carthaginians attacking, they're coming over the Alps, they're in their element. Upbeat, you know? They're coming on fucking elephants, right? They weren't gonna, you know, they were gonna come on skis, of course. That was the way down the fucking Alps. But, and the Carthaginians had their leader Hannibal and his brother Hasdrubal, have a ball and have a banana. Whose real name was, whoa, have a banana. And Hannibal went to the shop and said, skis for all my men, we're gonna attack the Romans with the Alps. And the guy said, sorry, I didn't catch that. We're going to attack the Romans over the Alps, in fact. Oh, all right. Well, we're fresh out of skis at the moment. Last pair just went to, someone. Oh, well, that's a bummer. Well, we've got some elephants, though. Are they good at skiing? Oh, tops! Top skiers, they are. Because elephants were much more live back in Roman times. Much more like Austrian skiing instructors are today. Off the tops of those roofs of chalets. What about the people who lives in those wooden huts? Fuck off my roof! Stop skiing off my roof, you bastards! Bloody elephants. All my life living out Heathrow. Come out here. Fucking hell. Bit of peace and quiet. Boom! Fucking elephants off my roof. Sorry about that, Mrs. Bad Crumble. Anyway. So you think I should take up the clarinet, do you? Yes, I do. I think it'd be very good. Mr. Caesar here has been learning the clarinet for some time now. Yes, I have. It's a very good instrument. It's very sexy. I'm learning Sniggersabog and Rig. Isn't that snug as a bug and a rug? Yes. Well, I don't know, Mrs. Bear Crumble. I mean, you know, I'm just, Why am I Australian, by the way? I don't know. My country hasn't even been invented yet. Except by the indigenous race that lives there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what all that is about. Sorry about living here in this house. Fuck off my roof. I'm gonna put a huge hairnet up, that's what I'll do. This'll stop them doing it. Elephant's going, woo, 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 boom, boom. And you're gonna stay there. Could we have our ball back, please? So I did. So Hannibal said, all right, well then you've proved it with that small film there. You've led me into it with that small elephant skiing. Are you sure they're good for elephants? You know, sure it's a good idea? Oh, yes, if you've never seen an elephant ski, then you've never been on acid. Too true. As your film shows. Right. Elephants for all my men. What size do you take? 6.5 Halifax, thanks. Woo! Woo! Right, you guys better be good at skiing. Woo! Woo! Shh. Huge ski sticks. And the ski lifts back in those days were enormous. I don't know if you've seen Carthaginians just sitting in those bucket seats with 2 elephants hanging off their feet. Carthaginians going, oh, my thighs! Oh. The whole military thing is very weird. It's a very tight regime. You need to have a military, I think, you know, because it's very hip to say, oh, you know, all military should disband. But you keep getting organised shitheads who want to kill people come along. Like Hitler. You know, if it's just a shithead, that's fine. But an organised shithead, get people going, ugh. Then that's the problem. Every army has salutes. There are no casual armies that go, hello, General. Oh, hello, Corporal. It's all, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, sir, no, sir. And there's all different salutes. You've got the British one and the American one and the French one and countries in Eastern Europe, new countries going, well, we can't use that one, and that one's been... What about this one? Almost a surrender kind of thing. Well, there's that one. Or there's this one. Or this one we quite like. Go for that one. Afternoon, General. Oh, afternoon, Corporal. And it's not very efficient either. I mean, what about there? That's much more efficient, sure. Civilians, we have a handshakey kind of agreement, a kind of greeting thing. And people, sometimes people say to you, oh, come here, I want you to meet a whole bunch of people. Suddenly you're meeting 8 people all at once. And they all tell you their names. Hi, my name is Steve. Steve. My name is Jennifer. Bernard. At the end you go, good to meet you all. Did you have names? I didn't hear a thing. Oh, they're all over here, aren't they? And some people do those squeezy handshakes, like crusher handshakes. You know, the small dick, I've got a big handshake kind of... The compensation handshake. A firm handshake is great, but that crusher one where they start to rotate your knuckles, you know? You go, hi, how are you? Good, thank you. Hi. Oh. And they go into this, and you don't react, you just go... Jesus Christ. We should react. Because they're going to get away with this. They just keep doing this stupid crusher handshake. They think it's very, you know, oh, I have an enormous penis handshake. But we know it is a small dick handshake. And you should react. If someone starts crushing the life out of your hand, just go, ah! Fucking hell! You bastard! Good Lord, hope you die in a car crash. Either that or the complete opposite and just collapse on the floor. People go, hey, you killed him. You killed him dead, man. No, he suffers from hand squeezy death. Yeah, you killed him. I'm gonna tell on you. The other weird handshake's that sort of sock in a cup handshake, that handshake you just receive and you go, I don't know, 2 kilograms, 2.5 kilograms, wait there. It's always have a fish up your sleeve for that one. Someone gives you that kind of drop-in handshake, then you just slap in the fish. And they go, hey, your hands come off. Oh, it's a fish. You say, yes, a present for my country. Down in one, down in one, down in one. Then there's the cool handshake, the cool street handshake, which is there, and then there, then there, then there. And sometimes there, and it has bits after it, you know. You can't ask how it's done, you just have to know it. That's what cool's all about, you just know. And you don't actually just know, because no one knows, so you have to watch it. Then go home and practice furiously on 5 bananas. Till the thumb comes off. Cool is a pursuit of youth. There is it's a fashion link thing, being cool. It's linked in a circle. You've got looking like a dickhead over here, average looking, and kind of cool, hip and groovy, looking like a dickhead. I have been known to cruise in that back area. I can walk down the street and get these opposite reactions. Now I go down and people go, hey, and we go, and I go, makes you feel really good but sick. And yeah, so, and there was a look back in the 50s that was a matchstick out of the corner of your mouth. It was sort of James Dean kind of era, and it was considered quite cool. And it's quite timeless as well. It just works. I don't know quite why. You lean up against a wall and you have it there, and you roll it around, and occasionally pull it out and go, "Hey, you kids. You kids be cool." Go, "Whoa, wanker, who's he?" "He's eating a match." Yes, I am. It's the urban equivalent of the country kind of yokel character with the ear of corn out of his mouth, going, "Hey, you kids, never suck the juice out of a tractor." What's that? A tractor. All the juice sucked out of it. How do you mime a tractor that's had all the juice sucked out of it? That's my one. Anyway, just a thumbnail sketch. Yes, so... Oh, yes, yeah. I just forgot again what I was talking about. So one matchstick out of the corner of the mouth. Quite cool. Second matchstick out of the other side of the mouth. And you're looking like a dickhead, aren't you? A third one in the front, it looks like your teeth are sliding out. Eye patches have a similar number problem. One eye patch looking quite cool. Two eye patches. Hello. Three eye patches, now what's going on here? Pirates and the kid at school with the lazy eye, they were the two groups that have eye patches, right? Again, very disparate. Don't know how you do subsets with them, but anyway. And the lazy eye syndrome is you have one eager beaver eye going, "Ooh, look at that, ooh, ooh." Another eye is going, "Hey, I'm in bed, I'm having a cup of tea." Just chill out, man. So, "Oh, you're missing the best part of the day." "Oh, fuck off." So you put the eye patch over your lazy eye so you can have a snooze, yeah? Long John Silver had an eye patch, quite cool. Also had a parrot on his shoulder. The wrong bird. He should have had a minor bird. Because parrots, they suffer from the beautiful plumage. They look, you know, because they have greens and yellows and reds, real vibrant colours that really kick out. And you go, "Oh, wow," but they look great and talk shite. Just go, "Squawk, squawk, pieces of 8, hello." A bird that says "pieces of 8," that's equivalent to a bird on your shoulder going, £4.53. £4.53. Shut up, bird, shut up, don't say that. £4.53, shut up. Stop talking prices. Yeah, stuff that minor bird's much better. They've got sleek black feathers and they sit on your shoulder and they say things like, "Oh, look at that sunset." If you've ever seen them in a pet shop, they want to get out of the pet shop. They hate being cooped up in there. They say things to get bored. People come in and say, "Oh, nice shoes." "I like your haircut, you know. I think you're sexy." "Oh, God, that's a nice bird. Can I buy it?" But be careful. You take minor birds home and they don't like it. They think they're getting their freedom once they've been bored. But you take them into a lounge and they get pissed off. They get sullen. And you have people around and they go, "Oh, they hate you." "What was that, minor bird?" "You heard me." "They hate you. They put poison in your coffee. There's a pig under the table with a gun. I control them through this cuttlefish here." Because birds fly and we have aeroplanes. That's the deal. But no one's put a flying bird, a bird that can fly, into an aeroplane. I mean, it'd be amazing, because it wouldn't be flying, but it'd be flying. A minor bird in a 747. Birds outside. These birds are flying very fast, of course. shit. Oh, I'm not flying. Sorry? White wine. Hanging on to the side. I haven't got fingers. Could you cut this out, please? Thank you very much. We have a fascination, though, with flying. Hang gliding is the closest we've got. I mean, there's a cliff near where I used to go to school, Beachy Head in Eastbourne. Big, chalk cliff, 300 foot, 400, maybe a mile high. Who knows? We certainly don't, because we have no idea. Well, we're metric now, so 30 cubic litres high, right? And the road goes very close if you go to Beachy Head, and people get out of their cars and they just want to look over the cliff. We want to look into the jaws of death. We have that thing. And when you get close to the edge, your brain goes stupid. You start going, whoa, whoa, whoa. And if there's two of you there, you start, what is all that about? You keep trying to chuck each other off. You know, whoever you're going out with, come on. And everyone does a lot of weight on the back foot type walking as well. In case you get a big crack and the whole thing, and you just go lift and slip. The old Playtex two-step, lift and slip. And it's pointless jumping. I mean, it would be interesting up to a point to jump over a cliff. Up to that point. After that, oh, no. At the bottom, on the jaggy rocks, and down there, a load of crabs with seaweed going, ole! Senor! All the time I was doing that, I was thinking of a Spanish word to say at the end of it. Came out a bit weird. It needs to be senor, doesn't it? Not senor, it just sounds like a lot of fucking cigarettes. From the 40s or something. God, weird analogy. Anyway, not even an analogy. Oh, fuck it. And so what? Oh, yes, wizards. Now, wizards, well, a bit of a jump cut, but they can fly, can't they? They can fucking fly. They can do fucking anything, because they got that big staff, that big sort of Gandalf kind of, I turn you into a pig kind of thing, you know. Whoa. And we can't. When shit's happening, it's great to be a wizard. I turn you into a pig. We can't do that. But the closest we've got to it is the television control. When you're in your flat on your own, you can go 2. I'll have a bit of 3, thank you. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. In North America, they're going 78, 87, 54. We're going 4. Volume, 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 mute. Fast forward, rewind, rewind. And then that pause button. You press pause, and when I press a pause on a video, I want the video to pause. But you press it, and everyone in the film goes. Surely that button should say La Cucaracha. We'd love a La Cucaracha button. You go, La Cucaracha it. I'm going to make a toffee. A coffee, that is, not a toffee. Switch it off, I'm going to make a toffee. That's a fucking hour. The coffee is the better one. Yes. But I talk about television. I know television. I'm a child of the television age. All the gadgets as well, I like those. You know, they got the stuff. And if you lose the control, we just sit there and go, switch the telly on. No, lost the control. We can't even switch it on by hand. The television is smooth. In the old days, you'd say, change the channel. No, you change the channel, change the channel. Eventually, the mouse is going, oh, it's not the plan I had. Channel. And the buttons were really long, and they're saying, go. Or that turny one, ka-dunk, BBC 1. Ka-dunk, BBC 2. Oh, it's come off. And after a while, the batteries start to go toot, 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 toot. When this happens, you take the back off, you put your hand up against the batteries, and you roll them up and down. Yeah, that gives you extra 2 days on batteries. 2 days before the long walk down to the petrol station to queue with the murderers. La cucaracha. Yeah. Wizards never had that problem, did they? With their magic staff, I turn you into a pig. Into a pig. A pig. Oh, I'm a pig now. Pig, frog, pig, frog, pig. Oh, bloody batteries. Pig, frog, louder pig. Louder pig, louder pig. Mute pig. La cucaracha the pig. Television, I'm addicted to television. I'm actually watching less of it now because I found that at 4 in the morning I go, oh, I must watch this. Maybe it's important. Beavers do what? Build dams. They build dams. Okay, if I ever meet one, I'll say, build a dam, beaver. But quiz shows is something I never really got into. Quiz shows, they come on, and, you know, well, officially I'm not into them. They come on, I go, God, I don't like these. Jesus, God, quiz. Oh, so many quiz. Venice. No, Vienna. Damn. Bugger, I knew it was a V-town. The big mainstream quiz games, like, you know, 8 o'clock on some evening, anyone watches anything. Hey, it's 8 o'clock, it's Who Gives a Shit? Dun, 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 dun. You don't even know what you're watching, and I'm Charlie Smiles, and here it is. It's Who Gives a Shit? 2 teams of 5. Steve, tell us a bit about yourself. Well, oh, that's great, Steve. Dun, 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 dun. And something happened to you when you were 2. Oh, shot dead by a duck. Dun, 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 dun. Wearing Blakey's. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds good, Steve. This game is very, very simple and very similar to all the other games in the world. You've got to pick 3 things out of a hat, put them together into a small bag. If you choose the things off the conveyor belt, put your headphones on, go into the booth, listen to some music, come back, act out a scene from Othello, make a pie out of pastry, act out another scene, sing a song, and then if you do that, you win a sausage. Do you want to do that? Sorry? Okay, you don't go home empty-handed, because we're going to cut your hands off. Dun, 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 dun. Do you want to see what you would have won? Do you want to see what you would have won? You would have been president of the world. 3 billion people as your slaves. Instead, you spend your entire life living in a ditch with poo on your head. Oh, thank you very much. I've invented my own quiz game for late night sort of Channel 4 when no one, you know, everyone's blasted out their brains, and it's called Whose Pig Is This? Right, that's what's called. And you've got a mainstream presenter who just comes out, hey, and these pigs keep getting sent out. And he goes, whose pig is this? And everybody's laughing, and he doesn't know what it's about. Whose pig is this? There's a pig in the studio. Who's a pig in? Did you get this pig the fuck out of here? Sorry about that, there's a pig. Everyone's laughing. Right, whose pig is this now? It goes on for about 2 hours, and 400 pigs are pushed on. Needs a bit of work, doesn't it? But it's basically there. The pig motif. But I am a gadget nut. I'm a real... You know, you've heard of techno-fear, and there's techno-fear and techno-joy. And techno-fear are people on computers that go, no, I don't want to... it'll wipe it. No, no. And techno-joy is people who go, I know how to do it. It's like, oh, I've wiped it. Oh, doesn't hit it with a hammer. That's me. Hit it with a... Just getting something new, and you've got this big tome to read through, and you go, oh, it's so powerful. Oh, fuck. And then you just set fire to it all and run around in your knickers for a bit. But I'm into gadgets. I was always fascinated by James Bond's gadgets, because he had these brilliant little gadgets, but the guy who gave them to him, Q, must have been some sort of psychic, because he always gave him exactly what he bloody well wanted. Never, very lean, wasn't he? He used every single item. He never came back and go, Q, I've got a lot of stuff I didn't use on that event. Went all the way out to fuck God knows where, and this watch that turned into a hamster. What was the point of that? These trousers, press a button, turn into jam. Why? The hat turned into a bicycle. That was very funny. It was. He fell into the water. There were sharks there. He had a breathing apparatus. He could breathe for 4 minutes. He never went, shit, it's in the hotel. I've got the trousers that turn into jam, though. Shark thing. Oh. Oh, there's blood everywhere. Look, there's blood. It's jam. Oh, I've got water up my nose. Do they do that? Do they go, oh. You see a shark coming to the surface. Oh, it went down the wrong way. I've swallowed some oxygen. It probably... Anyway. Yeah. So he did. He had precisely when James Bond got into the Aston Martin with the ejector seat, the baddie sat in the fucking ejector seat. He never sat in the back. James going, you couldn't sit in the front, kid. No, Mr. Bond, I will sit in the back. I will sit in the back, wait. I have a gun on you. I'm a Smursh agent, and you cannot go nowhere. You couldn't come and sit up here in the front, could you? It's a very nice seat here. I'd like the company, sure. No, I will not, Mr. Bond. I will sit in the back here. Where exactly are you from, by the way? Don't you take the piss out of me. I will come up in the front and talk to you. Know what? Don't you? I am a Smursh agent. I have a voice synthesizer in my throat. I can do any accent you can think of. Unfortunately, I've lost the instructions at the moment. And my voice box is stuck on shop demonstration. Which is a bit of a bummer. You're a fucking nutter, you are. Still, he's in the injector seat now. I'll press... Oh, shit, I'm not in the Aston Martin. I'm in the fucking Mini. Nice car, but no fucking ejector seat. Even the windows are those half ones. Bugger. He never did that, did he? James Bond never... That was more Muttley, wasn't it? My name is Bond, James Bond. That wouldn't be cool enough. You think you've got me, Blofeld? Well, you haven't. My name is not Blofeld. I am a Smursh agent. Right. Oh, I know. I've got the breathing apparatus here. I know I do. What are you doing, Mr. Bain? I can breathe for 4 minutes with this, and you can't. I think I can. Can you? Oh, bomb. You don't have a shark on you, do you, by any chance? Because they're quite like jam, you know. Yeah. I've watched a lot of educational stuff on telly as well, and I think that's great, because you can just watch it and then fuck off. You can go, oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? That's a great way to be a student, just to watch, you know, if you can have lessons when you're at school going, oh, really? Oh, that's great. No, I didn't know that. Oh, that's the bell, bye. Trouble is, teachers just say to you, now write that out 4 times, and then I'm going to test you tomorrow on stuff I've never told you about. And I did physics for some reason. I didn't want to do physics A-level, but I did it. And I was quite interested in the stuff, the space stuff, string theory, Stephen Hawking's, Einstein's theory of relativity. Didn't understand what the hell he was on about. It was great. Come up with a theory that you only can test if you go into a black hole with a ruler. Go, oh, really? Yes, it will. Oh, I've been sucked in. Must be 1 or 2 people in black holes going, hello? Have you got a ladder? You need quite a lot of big forearms to pull yourself out of a black hole. Sorry, that's a density joke, and... Woo! No, it's a gravity joke, not a density joke. Fuck it. Anyway, so, yeah, Einstein came up with the theory of relativity. E equals mc squared. Energy equals the mass, the weight, times the speed of light squared. And the annoying thing is it's so bloody precise. It's just there. And then he said, E equals mc squared. It works. I'm off for a sandwich now. I'm going going to America to plug my hair into the mains. Now I'm going skiing with my elephant friends. Snowplow. Fuck off my roof! Stop skiing off my roof! Fucking nuclear physicists. Sorry about that, Mrs. Crumble. Anyway, tell us that joke again about the 3 banjo players. Yeah. So anyway, he did. He came up with E equals MC squared, and there must have been some physicists at the time going, E equals MC squared? I had F equals MC squared. Oh, damn. So close. F for fudge. Fudge equals the mass times the speed of light squared. But we used to do experiments where you tested it. We decided to test the theory of relativity. Jeff got a torch and stood on the other side of the room. All right, Jeff, switch the torch on and shout, go, and I would time how long it takes to see the light, and that would be the speed. Hold on, go. If you say go, that's be the sound, and I will hear that after I've seen the light. So, say go slightly earlier, and you time how early you've... And it's 1,000,000 miles an hour. I say 1,000,000 billion. No one can run that fast. And mass, can you weigh the torch for the mass, please? Can you weigh it in a vacuum? Can you weigh it near a vacuum, then, Jeff? You can weigh it near a vacuum cleaner. That's great. Thank you. 4.5 fluid ounces. And that is the energy in cats per square ironing board. And that... Okay. What are the batteries? Well, wallop. Then you write it all up on a project and you pour water on it, dry it off with a hairdryer, and give it in. They go, it's kind of blurry. Oh, there's a rain. But finally tonight, I want to talk about a guy called Pavlov, who was Eastern European, I think Russian, did the famous experiment, Pavlov's dog. You probably heard it. He rang back, ringing bells and dog eating food, response times, Pavlovian kind of response. It's all about ice cream And he wrote these experiments. Day 1, Pavlov's dog rang the bell, dog ate food. Very excited. He's become Welsh, very excited. Ooh. Terribly excited here in Russia. Day 2. Been well accepted here in Russia. Changed my name from Evans to Pavlov. I'm now called Gareth Pavlov. And fitting in well. Day 2, rang bell, dog ate 2 lots of food. Very excited. Day 3, right? Day 3, rang 3 bells, dog ate a whole bunch of food and my leg too. Very excited, win Nobel Dog Prize for cats. So he did this. He won the prize, Nobel, you know, whatever he won, and Pavlov's dog we all know about. But you never heard his cat results, did you? You know? If you published those, he would have just been finished. Pavlov's cat results. Day 1, rang bell, cat fucked off. Day 2, rang bell, cat went and answered door. Day 3, rang bell, cat said he'd eaten earlier. Day 4, went to ring bell on day 4, but cat had stolen batteries. Final day, day 5. Went to ring bell with new batteries, but cat put his paw on bell, so it only made a thunk noise. Then cat rang his own bell. I ate food. I'm just going to finish up by talking about the beginning of time, right? Very quick piece, very quick. Beginning of time, the Big Bang, right? Everyone stood well back. What? Okay. Well, how big? Very big. Oh. Stand back, Mrs. Badcrumble. Come on, Caesar. Come on, Australian man. Come on, Welsh Pavlov. Oh, thank you. Never go back to the universe once it's been lit. Now, come on. Suddenly, boom! And we're fucking hell. And it was great. The whole universe exploded out in perfect circular bits that became planets later, which is very lucky. And later on, all the planets are going to go all the way back to them and crash back in when the gravity gives out. And when it goes back in, I want to be on top of the world, holding on to big reins, going, come on! Come on! Come on! We'll just go anyway. But later on, the Earth cooled, and Mother Nature revealed herself to the world one day and said, creatures of the world, gather around, and I shall give you your methods of procreation. And all the creatures went, oh, cheers, Mother Nature, because I've been dying for a shag, me. All right, gather around. Right, here's a big clipboard here. Big flip chart. Now, what's this? Cheese, minis, anyone know this? Glue factory, anyone? Glue factory? Here we go. Dogs. How are you doing, dogs? Woo-woo. Okay, now, dogs, we have got you down, dogs. Your method of procreation will be doggy fashion. How about that? Dogs go, woof, woof. Yes, we invented it. I know you did. And it's caught on big time. Okay, off you go. Woo! Be careful of the airlock. Now, cats. Cats, good to meet you, cats. Now, cats, we've got you down for doggy fashion. How about that? What about catty fashion? No, sorry, dogs got in there first. It's a patent pending situation. Anyway, you got cat flaps, so what the fuck are you arguing about? Now, Pavlov, what are you doing here? Well, I've been trying to do things, you know, and banjo. Just ding, ding, ding. Oh, I'm hungry now. Next, we have sheep. Good haircut, by the way. Now, we've got you down for doggy fashion. If you get hot, just take your coat off, right? Okay. You wearing Blakey's? Mouse, what are you doing here? Well, I built a space rocket out of jam. It won't work, but it's not my best laid plan. It could go glee, but Mrs. Bag Crumble's coming, and Caesar, and the Australian guy. And we could burn up on re-entry or become a sort of thing. Well, think of a joke for the end of that line, and well done. Off you go. Now, giraffes, good to see you here. We got you down for doggy fashion, but it's whatever you can work out, basically. Hang off a lamppost, lean out of a tree, you know, just swing about a bit. I mean, sorry, we're going to make you like a spaniel kind of size, but someone brought me a coffee and boom, when I was doing the design work, and there you go. Anyway, chin up. All right. Human beings. Well, doggy fashion, catty fashion, giraffe fashion, sheep fashion, whatever the hell you want, basically. Hang upside down like a bat, play the banjo, do it on a golf course. As long as you get guilt in there somewhere, we really don't mind. Now, finally, salmon. Good. Got a bit of a surprise for you people. What you're going to do is to swim upstream against a down-flowing river until you come to a huge waterfall. Then you've got to leap and leap and leap and leap up this waterfall. And you swim along and then you leap and leap and leap and leap. And then you get along and you lay eggs and you fertilize the eggs and then you drop down dead. Ha! We're quite happy with doggy fashion. Oh, you piss me off, you salmon. You're too expensive in restaurants. That's your trouble. And there is a moral to this story. Or at least there was supposed to be a moral, but because I'm dyslexic, it is, in fact, a marble. Thank you. Good night.